here today to Hot Legendary Wheels, and we are pumped and we're excited to have all of our viewers, all of our subscribers, all of our followers from YouTube and Twitter and Facebook. Dad, we have reached 122 subscribers on YouTube. We have reached over 24,400 views on Twitter with 26 followers. Dad, I am so excited to have all of them here with us here today.
Well, I am too, and I am just very thankful that we've been blessed to have that number of people who really enjoy what we have to offer here. And I tell you, we just enjoy so much, and we thank you each time that you do allow us to be a part of your day. And boy, it is such a pleasure to have you be part of ours. And man, we really love bringing these wonderful, wonderful die-cast automobiles to you guys, and even talking about some of the real cars that these die-casts represent.
This show, ladies and gentlemen, are dedicated to each and every one of you, our viewers, our subscribers, our followers, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on Twitter, to all of you who comment to this channel. Every comment we take to heart, and we greatly appreciate all your comments. We look at every single comment, and thank you so very much. Dad, today we've got so much to cover between Hot Wheels, Matchbox, and this box. We're only going to cover 12 of these cars here today. We're going to do 12 and 12, so the first 12 we'll do today, and the next video we'll do the next 12. But first and foremost, we're going to jump into what you have for us here today on Hot Legendary Wheels. I think on the left over here, Dad, I see a 1934 Duesenberg.
That's right.
Let's bring this into view right here. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, the top does come off.
Yeah, it is a convertible.
Dad, let me pan the camera down. This is completely, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. The top comes off. It becomes a convertible. The doors open. This is a four-door because the back doors don't open. Dad, what can you tell us about this iconic, legendary 1934 Duesenberg?
If you notice, between the first and the second row seats, there's also a glass plate there. And
nice.
They were very, very elegant cars. As you see, if you notice how the cars were designed during the 1920s and 30s, they were very similar. They had nice, just very beautifully curved fenders and running boards, but the cars themselves were just rolling works of art. This Duesenberg right here represents a very big part of the auto industry during the 1920s and 1930s. In 1934, this car, as you see right here, was produced. Now, the Duesenberg, the reason that I brought the cord back, you see the cord that we had a couple of videos ago.
Okay, so let's bring that cord in really quick.
Okay.
Let's show all of our viewers this cord next to the iconic, legendary Duesenberg. So here is, all right, let's bring both of these into frame right here. Oh man, look at both of these iconic automobiles. Let me pan the camera down just a little more again. There we go.
The reason I brought the cord back, there were three cars during the mid-20s to the late 30s that really were very significant during this time. And there was the Auburn, the Cord, and the Duesenberg. Now, the Duesenberg was kind of related to them all in a way because they had parts on all these cars, especially on the chassis that were produced by the Duesenberg. Now, Duesenberg back in 1926 was actually taken over by the Cord Corporation, and the Cord Corporation ran it until 1934 when it began to run into some serious financial problems, as we discussed earlier. Now, when E.L. Cord left for England in the month of March of 1934, he didn't return back until October because, well, as I guess you know, between the stockholders and the creditors, it was very hard on him. So anyway, he wanted to make sure that I'm sure he wanted to make sure things would work out right. But this Duesenberg right here was actually produced by the Duesenberg brothers. Now, Augie Duesenberg, when in 1926, when it was taken over, they just kind of, they became part of the Cord. But now, for the first time since 1926, August Duesenberg, he became the chief engineer of his own company that he co-founded. Now, the Duesenberg brothers, they produced a wonderful car. This car had many wonderful features on it.
And can I just say something? Both of these cars are produced by Signature Models.
They are.
Signature Models did an iconic, legendary job with detailing the 1934 Duesenberg and the 1937 Cord 812 Supercharged.
They had the J and the SJ models in the Duesenberg. The J was a shorter version. The SJ was a stretched version. But many very prominent people would order the Duesenberg. One was a very famous architect, and his name was Frank Lloyd Wright. And he ordered one especially because he was very fond of the southwest part of the United States. And he ordered a very special J model and had it actually painted desert red. It was a very beautiful car. He enjoyed his Duesenberg. It was a wonderful car. He built it, had it custom made, and it was a very beautiful car. It's one similar to what you see sitting right here. But then there was a pharmacist, a very prominent pharmacist, and anyway, his name was E.K. Lilly, and he ordered one, and he ordered a very special one as well, and had a lot of the different options put on that they had offered on the Duesenberg and on the Cord, and ordered the big engine and everything in it, and he ordered it with just a two-seater. He wanted a two-seater with a big body. Well, he did that, but he didn't keep it very long. He said the thing was hot and noisy, and he just didn't want it after he got it. So, but I'd heard some of the first Duesenbergs from people who had them in different museums and things. So they really made a beautiful and wonderful car as it went, but some of the first Duesenbergs, they kind of drove similar to a cement mixer. But, that's all in the beginning, but they actually built a great car. As a matter of fact, the Duesenberg brothers were very big race fans, and they built their cars to go fast. They would really run pretty good. And
so how fast, here's a question, how fast did the 1934 Duesenberg go?
Well, it went fast enough to qualify to end up fifth in the Indianapolis 500 in 1934.
Oh, wow. Hold up. You're saying to me right now that the 1934 Duesenberg was in what?
Well, it was actually the A model Duesenberg. It was in the 1934 Indianapolis 500, and it came in fifth.
Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring up a picture in this. I'm going to bring up a picture. I'll show you all a picture of this in the video of that in the race. That's going to be legendary. That's incredible. I didn't even know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and the thing was, though, Augie was kind of, he loved his cars, but he was a little bit disappointed that he came in fifth. He thought the car was good enough to win, and so they didn't race anymore.
Wow.
But the sales of all three cars, the Auburn, the Cord, and the Duesenberg during this time, even though the Depression was over and it was easing up in its grip on the financial world, auto sales were not catching up with it very good. So a lot of the cars that were very fine automobiles, such as the Auburn, the Cord, and the Duesenberg, went away. There was no way they could survive. And so it was just kind of a hard period for the auto industry in general. But man, did they produce some beautiful cars during that time. And even today, you can get kits for the Duesenberg and actually build your own Duesenberg if you want one.
Let us know if you have one of these kits that build a Duesenberg. But you know why I love these cars, Dad? You know why I love them? It teaches you history. And it teaches you the history of the automobile. And the 1934 Duesenberg from Signature Models and the 1937 Cord 812 Supercharged from Signature Models, both of these teach you complete history of the automobile, which is legendary.
One thing about these cars, the wire wheels were standard on all the cars.
Okay.
But that mascot was called the Duesenberg.
I want them to look at the front.
Up on that very top of the radiator right there. That mascot was called
the mascot right there.
It was called the Duesenberg. And
here is the side, and here is the back. This is the tail of the Duesenberg.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it was a very beautiful car. And
how legendary is that?
At any rate, it was that one, when you saw that particular mascot right there, you knew it was a Duesenberg. It was the Duesenberg mascot. Yes, it was.
That is an iconic, and I like how Signature Models even made it where the top comes off, where you can ride around in the Duesenberg as a convertible and let the fresh air roll through. So that's pretty legendary about the Duesenberg. And like I said, I love how Signature Models did the detail to this car. And you could tell that, like you said, you could tell that very prominent people, they bought this car. And that's pretty cool. What, in the Indy 500?
I tell you what, man, it'd be funny to see that. But yeah, they ran that. It was a previous generation A model Duesenberg, and they actually came in 5th place.
That is amazing.
That's pretty good.
Hey, let us know what you think about these two incredible, iconic automobiles. This teaches history right here. This is what Hot Legendary Wheels is all about. This is what our show is all about, is teaching you history, bringing you history. And from then till now, you know, with the iconic 1934 Duesenberg and the 1937 Cord A12 Supercharged. Let us know what you think about these two cars. We love every comment. Ladies and gentlemen, every single comment that y'all bring to this show, we take it to heart, and we greatly appreciate it.
Yes. I tell you what, the cars that we find out here I love them. I just enjoy them so much, but not only the fact that it really tells about the history, but I just look at the design of a car and I say, that thing is beautiful. The people that designed those cars were
how Signature Models did these two castings it's just beautiful. The great detail that are in these two castings are just like none other. And we thank you, Signature Models, for what you do. So now we're going to shift some gears. Okay, let's put the supercharged iconic Cord up top, along with the super 1934 Duesenberg,
and there
the legendary automobile right there. We're going to shift some gears, Dad. First and foremost, before we go into what we're going to show them here today, Dad, this show is not possible without the subscribers, without the viewers, without those who comment, those who share, those who follow us, whether it be on YouTube and Facebook.
I tell you what, everybody that takes time to subscribe and to follow us, whether on YouTube or on Twitter or Facebook, we sincerely, from the very bottom of our hearts, appreciate you guys. Y'all are very, very much of wonderful blessings to us, for sure.
And Dad, I wonder if they notice in a box there is a police car.
Well, you know,
there is a literal police car that is.
There it is.
Very original. Let us know if you notice in the box. Today we're featuring, shifting gears, we're featuring 12. Today I'm going to be starting off with 12 different cars this week. And then in the next video, we're going to be doing the next 12. And so, hey, we're about to dive into some iconic, legendary Hot Wheels and Matchbox. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do it now. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow us on Twitter, and follow us also on Facebook. And like I said, Dad, right now we are, right before we started the show, we're at 122 subscribers on YouTube. We are over 24,400 views on Twitter with 26 followers. We're just getting started, Dad. We've been looking into our archives. We've been looking into all the different castings we have from the 60s till now. We have an incredible shows coming up in the future that they don't want to miss. Like, you didn't even know that you had some of this stuff.
I did. I just all of a sudden remembered it, and I started going through some of this. I said, matter of fact, I was looking online the other day, and I said, I need to look for something that would really be cool for our show. And all of a sudden I realized, you know what? If I remember right, about 16 years ago, I bought one like that. And that car is 16 years old, right? I've had it that long. So
this is amazing, because now we are shifting gears to this iconic box of Hot Wheels and Matchbox right here. This is incredible, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do it now. Hit the notification bell. We're bringing these lights a little bit in right now because we want y'all to see the great detail in these iconic, legendary castings that Hot Wheels and Matchbox has produced throughout the years. First and foremost, Dad, we had this when I was coming up. We had a Blazer.
Yeah,
we had several Blazers.
Yeah, we did. We had quite a few. We had a 4-wheel drive and had 2-wheel drive.
The Blazer that I remember us having and that I loved was that brown Blazer that we had.
Yeah, that was called Woodlands Gold and something
brown. It was
brown.
beautiful. I loved it. And right here, we're going to start off with, that's right, this iconic. I'm actually going to leave these cars in the box. I'm going to let you look at them. Right now, we're going to start off with the top left. Right here, this is the Hot Wheels Chevrolet Blazer 4x4. Now, the debut of this was the mainline series. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We have the original to this. And we have dug it out of the archives. That will be coming up in a future video. I have found it. It was produced from 1984 through 1996 as the original. And then it was retooled as the 2016 version.
How long did it take you to find that thing?
Oh my goodness. Out of thousands and thousands of castings of Hot Wheels, it was...
I still got stuff out there I'm looking through, and I know it's
ladies and gentlemen, okay, let me just say right now, all the castings of Hot Wheels, Matchbox, M2s, Johnny Lightnings, Dubs, all the castings of American Muscles that we have, Majorette, Mahistos, it is literally, I say it's an infinity, because to us it is. I mean, we have years upon years of videos coming out to you that of automobiles we didn't even know we had. And it's gonna shock you once you see what we're going to be having in future videos. It's going to shock you.
When I opened that box yesterday, it shocked me.
I know. That's why you need to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. Follow us on Twitter because we're just getting started with this Hot Wheels Chevrolet Blazer 4x4. Guess who the designer of this Blazer was? Larry Wood himself.
I can only guess.
Now, here's the thing. The Blazer 4x4 was designed by Larry Wood and first introduced in 1984 and ran until 1996. In 2004, the Blazer 4x4 came back for the year only in a small run using the original tool. Now the Blazer 4x4 came back out again in 2016 and is renamed as the Chevy Blazer 4x4. So the original, ladies and gentlemen, the original was known as the Blazer 4x4, but this one now is known as the Chevy Blazer 4x4. Dad, what is one thing that you love about the Blazer?
Oh man, there's a lot to love. It's one of those, the 4-wheel drive we had, man, it was very accessible just about anywhere you wanted to go. And you could carry things. It wasn't too big. You could actually squeeze it into some small areas. So it was pretty good. I really enjoyed it myself. It was a lot of fun to be out there, especially. I mean, it's fun on the road, but I mean, the real fun started when you started throwing out some dust and some mud. That was good stuff, yeah.
The next one we have over right. Oh, you know what? Oh, I got me a marker. Never mind. Okay, now I'm good. The next one we have over right here is a Matchbox, and it's the Matchbox Roar by 4. How incredible is this, Dad? The debut was the 1/120 Matchbox Explorers, produced in 2015 until present. This casting right here, this casting is from the 5-pack Dirty Mudders.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? We have the original back from 2015 of this casting. Remember, excuse me, it came out as an orange color. Mm-hmm. We have the original of this. We will show you in a future video. I love this Matchbox casting right here. The next one we have, you pan over here to the left, to the right. Ladies and gentlemen, there's one thing I have to let everybody know right now. I get my lefts and I get my rights always mixed up.
That's up, that's up, that's down.
This is up, this is down, this is right, this is left. I'm telling you, I get mixed up all the time. Okay, so if you pan over on the box of Hot Wheels and Matchbox, if you pan to the right of the box, top right, we have, Dad, the Matchbox TV news truck.
Ooh, that's cool.
This is cool right here. Now, This debut was the Matchbox Regular. The series was line. It was produced in 1984 through 2006. This news truck right here is part of the 1997 5-pack City Series. This is back, ladies and gentlemen. This casting is back from 1997. Wow.
I'll tell you what, that is
wow.
That is very cool. You know, we look back at those times, and it really reminds you too of really what those things looked like back in 1997.
Like I said, it's history. Like, it teaches you history. And you know, I have to say this right now, with what Larry Wood has done, what Hot Wheels and Matchbox has done is iconic.
It is.
It is legendary. You know, Hot Wheels and Matchbox teaches you history in all of their automobiles. And it helps kids to have a good time. And it helps collectors to stay as young as possible. And it's just iconic what these castings do and what these castings show.
That's right.
And we thank you, Matchbox. We thank you, Hot Wheels, for what you do. It is incredible. Next one we have, Dad. I love this, and I remember when it came out. This is the original casting. This is it. This is the original. Back from 2018, right here to the left. Not the right. The left. Okay, so here is the Hot Wheels Lamborghini Countach Pace Car.
Yes.
Wow. Here is the Pace Car. And notice what it says right here. 50. 50. Celebrating 50 years
That's right.
of Hot Wheels.
No better way to do it than with a Lambo. That's it right there.
The debut of this was Hot Wheels Exotics. It was produced in 2018 till present. The designer of this was Ryu Asada.
Okay.
He was the designer of this.
Did a great job.
Great job. Thank you, Ryu, for what you do. This is, like I said, this is the original casting. And it is part of the 2018 Hot Wheels Exotics. Now, if you look at the tampos of this, it has the there goes my pen. It has the number 50, then it has the Grand Prix on both sides.
Yep.
And safety car on the back. Let's take this out. Look at the back of this. It's pretty cool right here. Windows are tinted blue. Look at the windows. I love that blue tint to the windows. And the interior right there is a beautiful gray color. What detail did Hot Wheels do to this beautiful casting right here?
They did really good with that 164. That's good.
So, Dad. Say this right now, Dad.
Yeah, what?
What would... Okay. Now, you know I love to talk about racing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because the next car, I would honestly love to see if it could compete against the Lamborghini Countach. And it is right here in the middle. The Hot Wheels Corvette C7 ZO6.
You better believe it.
Okay. now, here's a question. Before we jump into the details of this awesome, incredible casting of the Corvette, what do you think? And I want people to leave a comment right now. What do they think? Who do they think would win? Okay, do you think the Lamborghini Pace Car
Better get out of the way.
would win against the Corvette C7 Z06?
I'm telling you, Corvette has no trouble holding its own in the race.
Corvette is legendary.
They don't. They have no trouble. They have no trouble winning either.
But I have a toss-up. I'm kind of tossed up on both of them. Because personally...
We love both those cars.
But personally, let me tell you something. I think the Lamborghini would pull it out. I want people to leave comments right now.
I'll leave you one.
I want people... Okay, let's put Dad in the Corvette and me in the Lamborghini.
I'll blow your doors off.
Son would beat Dad. Son would beat Father in this race. The flag goes down. Dad's over here in his Corvette. I'm over here in my Lamborghini. The flag goes down. Dad, I have to say that the Corvette's awesome, but the Lamborghini has more horses.
Son, you'd have a long time to be looking at them taillights.
I think it would be iconic and legendary. That would be an awesome race. I want people to leave comments of what they think. Who would win? Who would win? Ladies and gentlemen, Who would win? Either it's the Lamborghini Countach pace car or it's the Hot Wheels Corvette. Hey, C7 ZO6. Hey, you know the coolest thing about it is this is the original right here, the Corvette. So you have the original Lamborghini Hot Wheels, and then you have the original Corvette. The debut of this was factory fresh, produced from 2017 to present. Like I said, this is the original. Now, here's the coolest thing. The designer of this in Hot Wheels was Chevrolet themselves.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Okay, so, talking about horsepower. Okay? Dad, you're looking at me like, okay. So what's on your mind right now? I can tell you're thinking about something.
Well, I've heard it on a commercial. The only thing better than horsepower is more horsepower.
I can tell those wheels are spinning. Those wheels are spinning.
Yes, sir.
So, with 650 horsepower and a supercharged V8, the 2016 Corvette, which is this right here, C7 ZO6 is brutally fast, blasting from 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds.
There you go.
Wow.
Like I said.
Now here's the deal. In this next show, I'm going to be looking up how fast this Lamborghini Countach is.
Go ahead. That
Countach
right there. That Countach is a supercar. It's fast. I
understand.
It's fast.
I understand and I know that it goes in 3.3 seconds. I understand and know that. But we're talking about the Lamborghini Countach.
You're talking about horsepower to the number of pounds. Too.
But we love both these automobiles are so exotic. They're iconic. We thank you, Hot Wheels, for what you do. You know the color of this Corvette is known as a pearl yellow.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
How beautiful. Dad, wouldn't you love to have in your driveway out here a pearl yellow
That was pretty
Corvette?
smart. That was pretty smart right there now.
A Chevrolet, I know, yeah.
No, this was pretty smart of Hot Wheels. This was pretty cool to let Chevrolet design their own
right here
Hot Wheel.
That's pretty cool, ain't it?
Oh man, they got it just what they wanted everybody to see this thing like, and that's beautiful. It is.
So now we jump over, and thank you, Chevrolet, for what you do. Thank you for the design of the Corvette.
Ooh.
Thank you very much. Legendary, iconic. You can't get no better than that. That is beautiful. That is true American muscle right there.
That's still my favorite sports car right there.
It's got the bow tie.
Bow tie till I die.
Bow tie till you die. Next one over, I love this art car. It is really awesome. It's the Hot Wheels, if you pan over here to the right, the Hot Wheels Chrysler 300C. What I love about it is the color. I love the paint blotches on the car. I'm a huge Chrysler fan. Chrysler is incredible. You know, we have a Chrysler van sitting out in the driveway. It's a legendary van. Huge fan of Chrysler. Mopar.
Yeah.
Mopar. Hey, if you are a Mopar special, leave a comment and subscribe to the channel now because this is awesome. A Chrysler 300C.
Well, you know, sometimes you can look at companies like Haggerty's and things, these insurance companies, these companies that appraise cars. And a lot of times, even when the body styles are produced, that for many of these appraisers, right off the bat, they'll be able to tell you, this thing's going to be worth a lot down the road, or this thing, you know, mediocre or so. But this car right here, the design of that 300C is legendary. It's a beautiful car. Beautiful car.
And I love how Hot Wheels did this. Like I said, it's an art car. I love how Hot Wheels did this. We have more Chrysler 300Cs coming your direction. They're beautiful colors, and Hot Wheels always does a legendary job. Talking about Chrysler, talking about Mopar, the next one down right here to the left. Right here, Dad. You ready for it?
I got it.
Hot Wheels Dodge Charger Drift.
There you go.
Wow. Mopar, Mopar, Mopar.
Drift racing is a cool form of racing. You just got to stay on it, man. I mean, you know, let the tires just squeal, let them burn rubber, and just make sure you get around those corners just smooth through the slide.
Now, this debut was part of the new models produced from 2010 until present. This this Dodge Charger drift car is a vehicle from the Formula Drift Racing series. This casting is from 2016. This is not the original. This casting is from 2016. It's part of the Hot Wheels Speed Graphics 5-pack. And that I love the color. It's a matte black.
It's a beautiful color.
Beautiful. It's a matte. I love. You know what? If I had a Dodge Charger, I would definitely paint it a matte black, a real car. It's a beautiful color.
Yeah, between the braking and the gas and stuff, these guys that are drift racers, ooh, they make it look so nice and easy and so cool out there.
Yes. Next one to the right, in the middle, right here in the middle, with the yellow rims. This is the Hot Wheels Fast Master. The debut of this was the Hot Wheels 50th anniversary race. We do have the original of this. This is not the original. Series was Team, produced from 2017 till present. Designer of this was Hot Wheels. Love it. From speed and style, with every mile, perfect for the top of luxury or another lap around the track. This right here, this sleek speedster combines, the elegance.
Yeah.
The elegance of first-class travel with the thrill of a first-place finish. This car right here that you're looking at right now is part of the 2019 Hot Wheels Rescues series.
I tell you what, man, they did a great job on that particular diecast there.
We do have the original of that.
It's
we will show them in a future video.
Yep.
Dad, what do you think about the Fastmaster?
Oh,
let's take this out.
Yeah, let's let everybody see that thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful.
Look at that casting.
Yeah.
Look at that casting. Look at that. Now, if you notice the original, okay, the original will show you, it's got the Hot Wheels team logo on it. It's blue, and it came out in 2010. Like I said, we do have the original of it. Actually, it came out in 2018. We do have the original of that. Talking about rally and race and all kinds of stuff, the next one over to the right is another Escort Rally. Wow, look at this, Dad. This has got Policia on the side. This is another Escort Rally.
You know, I like all forms of racing, anything from NASCAR to NHRA.
Look at that.
Rally racing is one of my favorites.
Helicopter wants to go away.
He wants to go.
Anyway, he wants to go to the rescue.
Anyway, the Escort Rally those cars were built.
Look at that.
For rally racing. You put them up there a lot of times with these Renaults, the Subarus, the little Fiats, the things that race those particular races. They're a lot of fun to watch. Just a lot of fun.
Now, the debut was the first editions. Of course, this is not the original. We do have the original. We will show you in a future video. Produced from 1998 till present. I believe we actually have shown them the original one. And then as from the 2017 to the present as a retool, this is a retool. The designer of this was Phil Rauman. Thank you, Phil, for designing this incredible automobile, this incredible casting.
Great job.
This edition, you see right here, came out in 2000, part of the World Racers 2 series. Now, the color of this, as you can see, is black with white doors. There's white doors. The tampos are red, white, and it has the Policia, and the windows are clear. The interior is white. Let me tell you something. The Escort Rally is the second edition or iteration of the Ford Escort. Hot Wheels has replicated as a casting. So this is a replication of the Ford Escort.
The Ford Motor Company had great success.
Love Ford. Love what they do. Incredible.
Yeah, they do a fantastic job with their product. And, man, you could have so much fun rally racing one of those little Escorts around, man. Just out there kicking up some dust.
Oh, man. So what if you got the drift car against the Policia, against the Escort Rally? Wow, that would be an incredible race. Let us know what you think in comments.
Now, I don't know how good front-wheel drive cars are in drifting. I guess you could do it.
That is very true. Very true. Next one we have down is, this is incredible. I have to say right now, this did come out as a super treasure hunt one time. We don't have the super treasure hunt of this. I wish we did. This is, let me take this out. Look at this. Look at this casting. You know, it looks like it's Halloween season. It looks like a Halloween car.
It does.
This is the Hot Wheels 16 Angel. Now, we do have the original of this, and we will bring it out in a future video. We got to dig it out of our archives. The debut of this was first editions produced from 2004 until now. The designer was Nathan. Thank you, Nathan, for designing this incredible car. 16 Angels is an original Hot Wheels design of a 16-cylinder sports car. It's pretty cool.
That's a beautiful, beautiful design of that car there.
But you don't know what the inspiration came from? The Jag E-Type.
Ooh.
That's where this, ladies and gentlemen, the inspiration to design this casting came from the Jag E-Type.
Yeah, when you say
cool.
Just saying the name Jaguar, just kind of. Oh man, that just speaks.
Wow,
that speaks volumes.
Exactly, speaks volumes. Dad, what do you like about the Hot Wheels 16 Angel?
I love that casting. I think it's very, very beautiful. And for many years, the Jaguar and the Corvette, especially back in the early '60s, whoa, man, these guys were at each other. I mean, it was all go for it, man. You know, you pull up to the light, a Vette and a Jag side by side. Oh my goodness! Get out there on a drag strip with them. Good night.
Oh man, that's awesome. Love Jaguars. Love them. The next one over, Dad. This is a first debut to this show. It's a first debut. You know, we show a lot of cars, we show a lot of trucks, but we haven't shown a chopper yet. Well, this is y'all. Subscribe to the channel right now, because right now we're showing you one of the first choppers in Hot Wheels.
Yep.
This is cool. Right here, straight in the middle of the box, is the Hot Wheels proper chopper. Now, let me take this out because I've got some descriptions on this. But first and foremost, before we start the description of this automobile, or not automobile, but this proper chopper. I guess you can call it a vehicle.
Yeah, as long as you call it a vehicle in the air.
We want to thank all of our subscribers, all of our viewers, all of who comment to this show, all of who share this show, all who follow us on Twitter or follow us on Facebook. Every single one of you are legendary. Every one of you.
We highly appreciate you guys.
Yes.
We just thank so much. Thank y'all so much
for what you do,
for being a part of what we do here. We just we could not do it without y'all. It just would not be possible.
So now we're going to dive into the Hot Wheels proper chopper. Now, the debut of this is not the original. I just want to make it known right now. This is not the original. The original. The back of this, the tail of this will move in and out. Okay, so this is not the original.
We got some of those that do.
Yes, and we actually do have the original of this. We'll have to dig out archives. But the debut of this was from the mainline series, produced from 1990 till now. The designer of this is Larry Wood.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you, Larry Wood, for designing such an iconic proper chopper. In 2015... the proper chopper had a slight casting change. Very slight. The helicopter blades are now one plastic. Now, if you notice, in the original proper chopper, which we'll show them in a future video, they had 4 blades. Mm-hmm. They had one going this way, one going this way, but they would fold together.
Yep.
Now, in the new casting that you see here, this has only 1 blade. So it doesn't have 4.
It fit together so it could actually fit in the blister packs really good. And when you took it out, then of course you could separate the blades.
So now it has 1 piece instead of 2 pieces. Now here's another cool thing. This casting came out This casting right here came out in 2017 Hot Wheels Rescue. Also, if you notice on the back, the extension on the back, the original one, which we will show in a future video, this would extend in and then extend out. Mm-hmm. The new one does not do that. This is the new one.
It's stationary.
It's stationary. Now, I kind of like it where it went in and out, but I also like this one. Every casting that Hot Wheels does, I love. This has a metal flake dark green color to it. Very beautiful. As you can see, the metal flakes in it. The tampos are black and yellow and fire air ops on sides. How cool is that? I'm actually going to place this guy right about... No, let's just place him right there. There you go. You deserve a legendary seat right there, right in the middle. The proper chopper. Thank you, Larry Wood, for designing that incredible casting right there.
That's cool to take a helicopter, man. You know.
That's what I'm saying. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The next one, Dad, we're huge truck fans. Huge truck fans. And love this casting. Now, we do have the original of this. We'll show in the future video. And this is the Hot Wheels Chevy Silverado.
Man, what a legendary name that is.
Look at that. Let me take this out.
Silverado.
Look at that, Dad. Look.
It's like the Cheyenne had the Cheyenne for many years.
Yep.
And it was the Apache before that. It was just so many iconic and legendary names that Chevrolets had for their trucks. But these Silverados are absolutely...
Look at that. Look at the front grille. The detail Hot Wheels put into this. This is iconic. Look at that. Look at the chromed out bed.
Yeah. And
the chromed interior. And just the dubbed out wheels. Man, just beautiful. Now, the debut of this was new models. We have the original of this, and I want people. I'm gonna tell them something in just a minute that's gonna... it's going to remind them of what the first one looked like. This was produced from 2007 to now. The designer was Fraser Campbell.
Oh, man.
Thank you, Fraser, for designing this casting.
Sound like he was a truck guy, too.
He's a truck guy. Now, the Chevy Silverado and its mechanically identical cousin, the GMC Sierra, are a series of full-size and heavy-duty pickup trucks manufactured from General Motors and introduced in 1999. General Motors manufactured, now listen to this, this is pretty cool. General Motors manufactured 5,990 units with manual transmissions.
Huh.
Okay? 335 extended cabs. And 5,000, now listen to this number, ladies and gentlemen, 5,635 standard cabs. So,
that's a lot of variations, right?
So with that being said, they produced more, I would say, standard cabs than they did extended cabs.
Well, see, I'd had the manual transmission ones before.
Right.
And my brother right now has got a diesel. Big 250.
Love it.
It's a gorgeous, hard working truck.
This is the part that is going to remind them of the first original casting of this. If you notice, the original casting of this was a maroon color, but the difference is the bed of the truck. If you remember, the bed in the original one had a sports plastic bike that you could remove. You could actually literally remove it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Out of the bed. But due to cost-cutting measures, this casting lost the motorbike in 2012. Now, I personally love both of them.
Yeah.
Hot Wheels did not go wrong with both of them. Whether motorbike, whether not. Both castings are beautiful. Both castings are legendary. This casting right here that I'm holding in my hand, this one came out in 2018 5-pack Hot Wheels Hot Trucks. The color is listen to this. This is a cool color. Metallic lime.
Ooh, yeah.
This is a metallic lime color. The tempos are black and white tempos, as you can see on the side, right there.
That's beautiful, beautiful truck right there.
Now, Dad and I, we have the original of this. Mm-hmm. We will show it in the future. We got to dig it out in our archives, but we will. Or I say archives because we literally do have archives of vehicles, and they are iconic and legendary. But Dad, the last one we have for today, I wonder if they noticed it in the box.
Well, it's kind of a standout.
An original. Like I said, today we're doing 12 cars, and the next one we're doing 12 more. So, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, follow us on Twitter. You don't want to miss the next video of where we're getting the stats on the next 12. But right now, we're going to show them a feature presentation of the Hot Wheels Sheriff Patrol. Let's get it out. Look. Oh, and I wanted them to notice something. There's mud right here from when I was a kid.
That's right.
There's mud on the grill. Look at this. I wonder if they notice this. Look at the mud. This is when I was a kid. I used to play with this. I used to play this. This is called character. I used to play with this outside when I was a little kid. Okay? Here it is. This is but one of the originals. Now, the debut of the Hot Wheels Sheriff Patrol was 1982 Hot Wheels, produced from 1982 through 1997, then came back out in 2013.
Yeah.
It hasn't been seen since. The designer of this was Larry Wood himself.
I tell you what, it's a...
Wow, look at this casting.
I know growing up, some of the very first diecasts that I got, the 164s, were some of my very favorites, and I remember my parents were saying that I would be up there even on the couch, just enjoying so much, rolling those cars around and just having a good time with them. But over the years, even now today, I look back and the memories that I have of many of the cars that I went to look for. I found them. I actually played with them a whole lot. My brothers and I did. But the memories that these things have made for me,
it's incredible.
I'm telling you, you cannot replace.
No,
you cannot replace.
This is history right here.
That's it. That is. It is just.
This has the Georgia red clay mixed in.
It is for real, man.
Now the description. This is pretty cool. The Sheriff Patrol car was originally named Highway Patrol when it was released in 1978. We have the original of the 1978. It's a blue. We have the original 1978 Highway Patrol. It became known as Fire Chaser in 1979 and took on the name Sheriff Patrol, named in 1982. Now, this has police. This casting right here came out in 1990.
Yeah.
So, this is also known as Fire Chief, a Gleamer Patrol, and its design, pretty cool right here, design came off the 1977 and 78 Dodge Monaco.
That was it. I remember those cars very well.
Wow. What can you tell us about the Dodge Monaco?
It was a full-size car. It was a beautiful car. Chrysler had a way of really putting a lot of luxury, but what I remember about Chryslers was not only the power that was under the hood, but going down the road, when you rode in these cars, they were just so comfortable. I mean, it was just a great, quiet, nice ride in the Chrysler.
I'm going to let Dad hold this. I want Dad to show this in front of the camera. I'm going to let him hold it. This is history.
Look at this.
Look at that. Look at this history, ladies and gentlemen. This is back from 1990. This is the original one back from 1990.
Can you guys remember some times maybe growing up or sometimes even with your sons that you would get out and play with some of the die-cast models and the die-cast cars? And even today, maybe you play with some, maybe you and your son play with some together, and man, just think about the memories that you're making now.
It's incredible.
Just think about what it's going to mean to you down the road. It's these things. They're 164. They're small, but man, they make huge impacts in the lives of sons and daughters and dads and moms who actually enjoy these throughout the years. And man, something that small can make that kind of an impact. Yeah, these things are cool.
So today, Dad, we have shown them so many iconic, legendary automobiles. And this next week, we got something down here, panning down to the left.
Oh, that happens to be a 67 Plymouth GTX.
Yeah, we're going to be showing them this next video of that special car from, you guessed it, Real Rides.
Yeah, I got it in the pack right now because if I didn't, it might get away.
It was fast. Also, this next show, we have the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 cars to show you and the stats of those 11 cars. If you haven't subscribed to this show, subscribe to this show. Hot Legendary Wheels. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. And thank you for what you do. Dad,
you guys are incredible.
It has been an honor to show all of our viewers, all of our subscribers, all of the people who comment to this show, all of the people who share the show, all the people who follow us on Twitter, all the people who follow us on Facebook. It has been an honor today to show them this show and to bring this show week after week. It's because of you, ladies and gentlemen. It's because of you, and it's because of Hot Wheels. It's because of Matchbox, M2s, Real Rides, Johnny Lightnings, American Muscle, M2s.
Oh, signature.
Yes, signature models. And
beautiful.
And it just keeps on going. It's because of each and one of you that this show is possible. And we thank you. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Yep.
So, with that being said,
Dad,
we have something we need to say.
Oh.
You want to say it?
Yeah, let's say it.
Keep being
legendary.